Hello, my name is Kevin McIntosh. I'm the priest here at Sunbury, and I welcome your interest in our Catholic schools. This year it is 200 years since the first Catholic school opened in Sydney and is still operating. So we have a long and good tradition of Catholic education in Australia. We know we are persons of body and soul. We are a whole person, and that's what our Catholic education wishes to do, is to educate the whole person. We want to educate our children to their full potential. The results in our schools are very good academically. Last year in 2020 at VCE, Salesian College had two of the highest scores in Victoria in agricultural science. In totalitarian countries, Catholic schools are unable to operate, but we are free in our country to do that. People with faith have more resilience and have better mental health. So we look forward to your interest in our schools, and we'll welcome your child.
Hello, my name is Julie Freeman and I'm Principal at Our Lady of Mount Carmel School in Sunbury. I have all the information you need to be able to enrol your child at one of the 3 Catholic primary schools in Sunbury. The first thing you need to know is that all of the Catholic primary schools in Sunbury are zoned. So depending on where you live, you will be zoned to one of our 3 schools: St Anne's, Holy Trinity or Our Lady of Mount Carmel. We'll provide a map for you to have a look at so that you know which school you need to submit your enrolment. St Anne's and Our Lady of Mount Carmel will be holding their open days on Monday the 15th of March. All of the information regarding open days are on each school's website. You'll need to book via TryBooking if you want to attend one of the open days at any of our 3 schools. If you live outside the zone of the school that you wish to enrol, you may be considered for pastoral reasons. This may be that Nana lives around the corner, or it's easier access there, or you have a historical commitment to the school. If you wish to do this, you would need to submit a letter explaining those reasons when you submit your application form. Please submit only one application form to the school in which you are enrolling your child. When you submit your enrolment form, you will also be required to submit a $50 non-refundable application fee. Please be mindful that you will also need to submit a copy of your child's birth certificate, immunisation certificate and baptism certificate. Enrolments close on the 30th of April. By the 28th of May, we will send out letters of acceptance. During this time, once you have submitted your enrolment, a small meeting will be organised for you to meet with Father Kevin, our parish priest, and the principal of the school in which you have enrolled. I wish you all the very best in this exciting time in your and your child's life. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to contact the schools.
Hi, I'm Nolene Hussey, the Principal at St Anne's, and we will look forward to be working with you throughout the time that your child is at our schools in Sunbury. We know that our children learn best when our families, our school and our community all work together. We acknowledge that you are the first and the most important educators of your children. So when your child begins school, you will be joined by our teachers and our school to assist you along this learning journey. Our goal is to work with you to make sure that your children are able to develop their faith, learn, and make sure that their well-being is being looked after at all times. Our children are held at the centre of this partnership, and we strive for the best outcomes for our children, for our school, and for our community. We encourage parental involvement in our school, and there are many ways that this can be done. As we aim to work in partnership, we will ensure and keep the lines of communication open at all times, so that we can learn from you and you can learn from us. So that will make sure that our young children will leave our schools being effective members of our community, enriching the world around them. So thank you, and this is such an exciting time for all of us that we look forward to working with you in our Catholic schools in Sunbury.
Hello, my name is Christine Hocking and I'm the Principal of Holy Trinity Catholic Primary School. Today I'm here to talk to you about school readiness, and school readiness is about the knowledge, skills and behaviours that our children need to succeed in school. Parents sometimes think that being ready for school means that the children have to be able to read and write and do basic maths, but this isn't the case. It's about the development of the whole child. So we want to look at the social and emotional skills, the physical skills, the communication and the cognitive skills. Children cannot thrive at school if they haven't developed these skills to manage things like getting along with other children, following instructions, and probably one of the most important things is communicating their needs. There's a number of skills that we look at. The first one is obviously social skills. So we want our children to be able to get along with one another, demonstrate basic manners, knowing when to say please and thank you, asserting themselves, so particularly if they need to go to the toilet, to actually ask to be able to go to the toilet, and I guess to play independently. We also look at emotional maturity. So we want children to be able to manage their emotions, to be able to focus on tasks, follow directions, and instructions from teachers. It's so important, and it really is for their safety. We want them to be able to cope with the stress of a new school environment and understand that there are rules that they have to follow. Language skills, being able to talk and listen to adults as well as their peers, following those directions, speaking clearly is another important skill, and communicating their needs. And also, we want them to start to begin to identify letters and sounds. Another skill we look at is cognitive skills, and that's their ability to be able to take turns. Basic thinking skills, learning how to wait and have patience. Physical education is really important, so we're looking at more their coordination and their health. So being able to hold a pencil, turn the pages in a book, being able to run and jump, all of those things that we want all of our children to be able to do. Probably one of the last one is their independence. And these are basic skills that they need to be able to manage without adult supervision. You know, things like going to the toilet, taking off their jumper, unwrapping their lunch and opening up the lunch boxes, because our lunch boxes are getting more technical day by day, and the amount of children that come into school that just don't know how to open their lunch boxes is quite alarming. We want them to be able to manage their belongings, so being able to put their hat away and their jumpers away. If you're really not sure about whether your child is ready to start school, talk to the kinder teachers. The kinder teachers around here are fantastic, and they really do get to know their children and will give you great advice. Otherwise, alternatively, you could speak to your GP. So what can you do to help your child be ready for school? It is kids learn best through play. So organise play dates. They love being around other people, so I think that's really important. Let them practice drawing, using a range of different materials. So using crayons, textures, pencils, because that helps to develop their fine motor skills. Encourage them to have more conversations with you, not just one-word answers. Get them to have a conversation with you. Ask them questions. Listen to their answers and encourage them to talk about what they think. And that actually helps them to express their feelings as well. The biggest thing for me is read. Read every single day. That is one of the greatest skills you can give your child. Read as often as possible. Don't worry about them reading to you as such, because we will teach them how to read, but we want them to develop that love of books. This actually helps their comprehension, it develops their vocabulary skills, so it just has so many benefits, and it's a life skill. And probably the last one is play games with your little ones. You know, things like snakes and ladders are such a great game because we're counting forwards, counting backwards, the amount of maths involved. And again, we're learning how to take turns, how to share. So I highly recommend playing games, and remember, it's not about the winning. But the most important thing I want parents to understand is that every child develops at their own pace, and has their own strengths, interests, temperament and approach to learning. So don't worry if your child doesn't show all of those school readiness skills I've spoken about. They are just some of the skills that we look for. But your child doesn't have to have all of them, of course. But we are looking forward to you choosing Catholic schools for the education of your child.